Good morning, world. Thank you for this experience. As far as the dream that I had, I would say it definitely wouldn't be the first time that I had it, but the dream was about I was at my grandmother's old house before it got burnt down. Uh, well, I would say it was her house that she had when she stayed on Ventura Street, and kids are out there. I don't want to say kids, but I say more like teenagers to young adults are like in the area, kind of like fighting each other off. You know, I guess like a jumping or something. Look. All right. So I step outside, got my backpack on with all my art gear on. I'm getting ready to go to my car, and my car is already not there. And I'm hearing people over here like, "Well, like do something, blah blah blah." And then they start throwing a couple blows at each other. And as this young lady is walking towards me, I'm hearing somebody in the background say, "Yeah, this wouldn't be happening if you wouldn't try to jump, if you wasn't trying to jump on her and stuff." And basically led to them speaking about how they was trying to like rape her or something like that. Turned out not to be the case because the young girl was like, "All right, well, then let's just go." And before we get caught. And I'm like, well, cameras already recording. And I point to the cameras. And as I turn around, start walking in, that's why I hear one of the other kids like, "Well, if the camera's on, how come the police didn't come when your car got stolen?" you know, kids calling you a bull. And as I'm closing the door, a slim arm, slides his arm in between the door before I close it. I knew the face that was on this door. And I'm not gonna call out his name, but so I woke up from that time. I woke up after that. It was like, in other iterations, person's gonna be beating on the door, like, "Hey, hey, hey, my arm caught in here." And, other past versions, I'm like, "Oh, my bad, move your arm out." But as soon as I try to open the door a little more, let him move his arm out, that's when the whole group bum rush inside. That was the dream that I had before I woke up. I guess if between God's message to me and others, preachers and stuff, that would be like symbolism of demons trying to make their way inside. Because, like I said, other iterations of my dream, once they bum rush inside, then I start fighting them off in a very deadly way, and it changes the whole character of who I am. Trying to be non-violent as possible. Being understanding that people are going through hard times at the same time. So different iterations where I get extremely violent, fight them off, and other iterations where I talk some out of it and help change their ways. You know, do the latter. Be helpful.